Now it should be recording from this point. So let's see if we lose it by changing you to the host. Okay.
Right.
So make host, change host.
I'm the host.
You're the
It's still
host.
recording.
It's still recording. Okay,
Share
perfect.
screen.
So now it's all over to you.
Yes.
Perfect. And I shall put myself on mute and shut up.
All right. Let me. So do you see my slides as full screen?
Not as full screen. I see it as your computer screen.
Okay, let me try to make it. There.
Now I see it as a full screen. Perfect.
Good. And
okay, I'm going back on mute. And it
I don't want my face to cover over any of the writing. Can I just make this small? It says talking.
Yeah, now because I'm recording. Yeah, perfect. There we go. I'm going to go on mute and take it away.
Okay. Let me set my timer. Hello, and welcome to this felt session on how to write a cover letter for a job. This is a step-by-step guide. Let's get started. Hi, my name's Alex, and I'll be taking you through a step-by-step guide on how to write a cover letter for a job. First of all, what is a cover letter? You may have heard of the term cover letter before and know that it has something to do with employment. Well, you're right. Some jobs want a cover letter along with an application or a resume, sometimes called a CV. A cover letter gives more information about your skills and experience. A good cover letter can increase your chances of being hired for a job. It's important to write it well. Let's get started. Here's an overview on how to write a cover letter for a job. Some jobs will ask you for a resume, or that's sometimes called a CV, along with a cover letter. Why is that? Well, the resume or CV presents your employment history and maybe your education as well. But a cover letter can give more information to your prospective employer. When you're writing a cover letter, you should introduce yourself. Mention the job or kind of job that you're applying for or seeking. You can show that your skills and experience match those needed to do the job. Also, the cover letter can encourage the reader to read your resume. And you'll finish your letter with a call to action. For example, asking for an interview or a meeting. Many people wonder, how long should a cover letter be? Don't worry, it's not that long. In fact, you should keep it short. A cover letter is meant to be a summary of your resume, so it generally is no longer than 1 page in length. In fact, I encourage you to keep it under 1 page. Most employers don't want to read more than 1 page. Now, it's very important that you match your cover letter to the job you're applying for. You should use a different cover letter for each job you apply for. It needs to show that you know what that job involves and what the employer is looking for. The employer has probably stated what they're looking for in the job description. To do this, be specific about your skills and your qualities. You also need to show how they match the needs of the job or the organization. Here are 3 simple ways to make your cover letter as specific as possible. I recommend you take notes, or of course you can always look back on this recording. 1, find out who to address it to. This is a letter, so you need to personalize it. Try not to address your letter to whom it may concern. Be more personal. Take the time and do the research to find the name of the person who will read your application. This might take a little effort. If you found the job in an advertisement, it will probably name the person to send the application to. If it does not, you should email or call the employer or advertiser and ask for that information. You can also look online, of course. If you find out the person's name, do not use their first name. Use either Mr. for a man or Ms. for a woman, followed by their last name. Make sure you spell the name correctly. Check it and check it again. 2, find out more about the job you're applying for. When finding out who to address your application to, you could also try to contact that person so you can ask questions. This can help you match your cover letter and resume to the job. For example, you could ask questions like, does the job involve working as a part of a team? Who would I be reporting to if I got the job? Can you tell me more about the kind of person you're looking for? Is there a position description I can look at? Of course, only ask this if the job advertisement does not provide one. Write down the answers to these questions and others, as they can also be used in your cover letter. 3, take time to find out more information about the company. Find out more about the company so you can tailor your cover letter specifically for the job. Here are some tips. If you know the name of the company, look for the information online. Check out the company's webpage, for example. If the company has a website, definitely visit it, especially their About Us and FAQ, or Frequently Asked Questions pages. If the company name is not in the advertisement, call the recruitment agency or advertiser and ask who the employer is. What kind of information should you include in your cover letter? Well, you definitely should have your full name and contact details. You'll put your name and contact details at the top of your cover letter. You should include your mailing address, email, and phone number. Your email address should create a professional impression. Do not use one like dancingqueen@xmail.com, even if you love dancing. If you do not have a professional email address, you can make one with a free email provider. Keep it simple. Something that includes your first name and your last name is a good way to go. Also in your cover letter, you should include the name and contact details of the company. So under your own name and contact details, you should include the name of the person you're writing to, their position or the name of their company, and their contact details. If you don't have this information, you can also use to whom it may concern. But again, it's best to only use this as a last resort because it's very general. Also, you should include the name of the job you are applying for. Very often, the hiring department will be accepting applications for various positions or jobs. So you want to make their job a little bit easier. Name the job you're applying for. At the start of your cover letter, you need to say the name of the job. Sometimes there'll be a job number as well. If so, you should include it. You can do this on a line by itself. For example, regarding application for receptionist position. You can also do this in the opening paragraph. For example, I am writing to apply for the recently advertised receptionist position. Remember to include a list of your relevant skills. Include a brief summary about how your skills and experiences match the job description. A short bullet list is fine. If you're answering a job advertisement, there may be a position description that lists essential skills and experiences. It may also have a list of desirable skills and experiences. So remember, essential means you must have it. Desirable means it would be very nice if you have it. Your cover letter needs to respond to all of the items on the essential list. You should also respond to as many items as you can on the desirable list. Remember that if you say you have a skill or experience, you need to show how you have used it or gotten it. For example, if you say you have child-minding skills, mention some jobs where you have used them, including working as a nanny or babysitter, or as a parent. Do not forget to include a summary of why you are the right person for the job. After listing your skills and experience, you should explain why they make you well suited for the job. For example, my ability to get along with people and my experience in solving customer problems in a retail setting make me ideally suited for this position. Of course, you need to tell the truth. Also, ask them to contact you. Your cover letter should finish by asking the employer to read your resume or CV. It should also politely ask them to contact you about an interview. Try something simple like, I have attached a copy of my resume and I'm looking forward to hearing from you about this opportunity. Want to see an example? No problem. Look online to see examples of cover letters. A simple Google search will reveal many example cover letters. Try to find some positions that are similar to the one you are applying for. For example, a cook or server in a restaurant, a retail sales clerk, receptionist, etc. When you find an example, please do not copy someone else's cover letter. Just use these examples to give you ideas on how best to present your strengths and skills. Also, there are various forms of cover letters. They might have the information in different orders. That's fine, don't worry about it. We have different choices. There's no one way to do it. The next slide, the last one, contains a template for you to use if you wish. Good luck and all the best on your job search. Here's the template. Just follow the directions as they're written here. Again, find an example online and use it to guide you, but yours doesn't have to look exactly like someone else's. If you don't have much experience, don't worry about it. List your skills. Remember, people have to get experience somehow. So hopefully by getting a job, you'll gain experience that you can then add to your resume and to future cover letters. Okay, thank you so much. Bye for now. All right.